Okay, hello everyone. My name is Arda Yaman. I am sales engineer from Perinet in Berlin. And today I'm going to show you how we and our partner Sentinel created this solution of easily and simply get and calculate the overall equipment effectiveness OEE in your machines. And what I plan to have you know in the next 10 minutes is the first one is why the regular everyday OEE projects might fail, and or how our solution tackles these problems, and also what results our users are already seeing today. Okay, then let's start with the reality many of you are living today. So OEE is the standard KPI for manufacturing efficiency, and it is really important. Yet many of the manufacturing companies, they still log data manually, which can cause some problems on the data entry, right? Because many times spreadsheets, Excel or whatever is being used, or you do copy paste or whatever. So this can cause data entry errors, or it might need additional engineering times. So your valuable times are being spent on consolidating files and creating these reports. Or what else? Which will cause probably the delay in the managerial decisions to make the manufacturing more efficient. It might take, I don't know, weeks, months maybe to do it manually. And worst of all, maybe the errors. I mean, it can lead to some errors that cause downtime, which is a no-go, right? Instead of preventing downtime, it causes downtimes. And I mean, these problems can be solved with automation solutions. There are many type of solutions out there, automation-based solutions, like changing or modernizing the controller of the machines. I don't know, like secondary PLC-based solutions, or adapting the software whatsoever. It might be costly though. I mean, OEE should be more simple than that. That's what we think. And it generally doesn't directly answer, easily answer the higher level managerial type of reporting or monitoring needs. And it can cost a lot. We gave an example here as 10K euros, but it can be much more than that. And what is our answer to that problem? So with ZendNode OEE, along with Sentinel, we created this stuff, this ZendNode OEE plus ZendEdge approach. So on the machine, you only need two meaningful data. The first one is the parts being processed, the data that is coming out from that detector, and the second important data is if the product is good or not, right? We only need these two data, and we push this sensor data into ZendNode OEE that you see over there, which is a IP67 device. It is really small, and by the way, you can see that in our table out there. We take this data, put it in ZendNode OEE, and calculate everything there right at the edge, and push the calculated OEE data into an edge computer called ZendEdge in this case. In the ZendEdge, there is an SQL database which is kind of tailor-made for this specific solution. And all the data is being stored in that SQL database and then pushed to your IT network directly, so that you can use it in any type of systems you might use, your ERP system, your CRM, whatever, your MES system. So implementing this solution, you don't intervene with the system. There is no downtime. You are not changing anything on the machine. You are not touching any PLC code. You do nothing. Just plug these sensors and sensor adapters in, and then take the data outside. And I mean, for a really affordable prices, there's an example over there, like 2,000 euros per station and such. Yeah. Let's take a closer look at the technology behind. So we are two companies, right? I'm talking about a solution that is a combination of two companies. We are Perinet. We are providing the smart nodes that you see on the left side of the screen, and Sentinel flashes their firmware, OEE firmware inside of this device, and you have hybrid single-pair Ethernet cables on the field, like from the smart node to upwards to the edge computer and then to your network. First, you need to use hybrid single-pair Ethernet cables, which is really a lightweight cabling solution which carries power and data on the same cable. And these smart nodes can read from sensors, like all type of sensors. They can read 0 to 10 volts, 4 to 20 milliamps, general purpose input and outputs, or even we are doing some new thing which will read Modbus and directly turns it to regular Ethernet. What else? Yeah, so we are pushing this data along with hybrid single-pair Ethernet to Zend edge computer, and there is a built-in SQL database inside. Also, this device hosts or over HTTPS using Grafana dashboards. I mean, our system integrator partner Sentinel created some pre-made OEE dashboards that I'm going to show you a bit more. So we push this data onto your network, which can be seen over any type of browser. You can use your mobile phone, you can use any PC or TV in the shop floor maybe. And it's totally scalable. It is built in. As I said, we are using this lightweight single-pair Ethernet cables. So if you need more than 2 signal points, you can simply daisy chain additional smart nodes to the network, to the topology. And the software, what was it? The database structure auto extends itself, so it's kind of a plug and play type of solution. So I mean, instead of doing weeks or months long retrofit projects, now you do it in a single day maybe. And yeah, so this is the outcome. These are the example dashboards that I was talking about. On the left side, you see an OEE dashboard for a machine. There is a gauge that shows OEE of the machine and also the details of it, like availability, performance, quality. You have total runtime. You have your cycle time data. I mean, the targeted planned cycle time and the average one. You, with real time, you see how fast your machine is running or stopping or idle. You see any histogram. I mean, you see everything about your machine, which helps the operators, for example, to detect micro stops right away instead of like waiting for it. Or since these data are pushed to an SQL in a historical manner, with time steps and everything, your TPM or Six Sigma teams, or I don't know, operational excellence teams, can use this historical data to do kaizens, I don't know, innovations and whatsoever. And on the right side, there is another dashboard which shows, again, the OEE and its details, but this time for like machine by machine, which helps, again, manufacturing managers, for example, or plant managers to see where is the bottleneck and what is blocking the throughput. And that one over there is an example of how you can easily check these dashboards on a mobile device or whatever. yeah, so since fall 2024, we are collaborating with Sentinel, our partner, and we created some concrete results. So in Uruguay, systems installed on the packaging line of a seed oil manufacturer are running. They are reporting their OEEs and everything. And in Brazil, they have implemented systems for a really global large soft drinks companies' production lines, doing the same thing in Spain also. They are doing some other things in Taiwan. It is really an easy, lightweight solution because they can prepare everything in-house after some discussions, of course, with the end user, do the little customizations according to end user's needs, and simply send the hardware over to the plant of the customer, and they can easily plug everything in and it works. It's as easy as that. Yeah. So in this collaboration, we as Perinet we are providing the technology and hardware that we developed, these smart components, the nodes, the switches and everything, and Sentinel, they are experts on IT and manufacturing IT, so they are doing the customization on the firmware, they are doing the end-use products themselves, like the Grafana dashboards that I showed you before. And, well, yeah, yes, that's about it, I guess. Yep, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for your attention. And we can answer any type of question if you will. And also, please welcome to our table.